Hello! Today I've chosen the story Woolly Stops the Train. I hope you enjoy it. Let's begin. This is Apple Tree Farm. This is Mrs. Boots the farmer. She has 2 children called Poppy and Sam, and a dog called Rusty. This is Ted. He drives the tractor and helps Mrs. Boots on the farm. He waves and shouts to Mrs. Boots. "What's the matter, Ted?" asks Mrs. Boots. "The train is in trouble. I think it's stuck. I can hear it whistling and whistling," says Ted. "We'll go and look." "Poppy and Sam can come too," says Mrs. Boots. "And Rusty," says Sam. They walk across the fields. Soon they come to the train track. They can just see the old steam train way back there. It has stopped, but is still puffing and whistling. "Look at those sheep. They are on the track," says Poppy. "That's why the train has stopped." "Silly sheep," says Sam. "It's that naughty Woolly. She's escaped from her field again," says Poppy. "She wanted to see the steam train," says Sam. "We must move them." "You can help me," says Mrs. Boots. "Come on, Rusty," says Sam. They walk up to the sheep. "How can we get them home?" "We can't get them up the bank," says Ted. "We'll put them on the train," says Mrs. Boots. "Come on, Woolly." They drive the sheep down the track to the train. Woolly runs away, but Rusty chases her back. "We'll lift them up." "Please help me, Ted," says Mrs. Boots. Ted and Mrs. Boots lift the sheep up into the carriage. All aboard! Poppy, Sam, Mrs. Boot, Ted and Rusty climb up into the carriage. Mrs. Boot waves to the driver. The train puffs along. It stops at the station. Mrs. Boot opens the door. Poppy and Sam jump down onto the platform. "How many passengers?" asks the guard. 6 sheep, 1 dog and 4 people, says Mrs. Boot. "That's all." "Let's all go home now," says Mrs. Boot. They take the sheep back to the farm. "I think Woolly just wanted to ride on the train," says Sam. The end. Can you see on this page there is a little yellow duck? That little yellow duck is hidden on every page. Can you see it there behind the sheep? Let's look through the book and see if you can find the duck. On this page, it's behind one of the people. There's Poppy, Sam, and the duck is behind Mrs. Boot. Where's the duck on this page? Is it near Rusty the dog or the chickens? Or is it here under the tractor? Can you see the duck on this page? Is it behind something, next to something, on top of something? It hasn't moved. It's still under the tractor. Where's the duck on this page? Which person is it next to? Poppy, Ted, Mrs. Boot, or Sam? Can you see the duck there? Take a look at this page. Where's the duck now? Is it along the tracks? Is it along the fence? Or is it behind one of the bushes? How about here? Is it with the sheep or with the train? It's still behind the bush. Can you see the duck on this page? Is it behind the bush anymore? Or near the rabbits? On this page, the duck is next to the train tracks. Can you see it there? Where's the duck on this page? Take a close look. It's back behind the bush again. This is a tricky page. Can you see where the duck is here? Is it in amongst the rabbits? Is it in amongst the people? Or is it in amongst the sheep? Just there. Is the duck still with the sheep here? Doesn't look like it. Is it with Rusty or Woolly? No. Look along the tracks. Can you see the duck there near Ted's foot? What about in this picture? Is the duck on top of the train? Is it underneath the train? Or is it inside the train? Can you see it there in the window? And again, where is it? On top of the train? Underneath the train? Inside one of the windows? Oh, there it is, behind the train. And once they get to the platform, where's the duck here? It's not behind the train. It's not inside the train or on top. Here it is, right at the front of the train. Take a look at this page. Can you see the duck now? Is it with the sheep? Or is it with the people? Or is it in one of the windows? Can you see which window the duck is in? And that's the end of the story. There's the duck in the field, back with the rabbits and bushes. The end. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed that. Bye-bye.